Well, they'll probably be on different dates next year, but they're usually the same months, the same, you know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, as Passover comes, I think that's the first one coming up in March. It'll be the first feast of 2006. I'll have the corrected dates then, as soon as I find out what they are.
Okay.
But it's basically the same amount, the same number of feasts that are on the site. I have a site, backtoyahweh.com.
Right.
It's the same feasts every year. The dates change.
Okay.
And so what I do is I find out from my buddy, who's more or less a Levite himself, genealogy-wise, and he's a teacher.
Right.
And I find out from him because there's two different dates. I mean, you'll notice that the Torah Jews and the Talmud Jews don't celebrate the same festival on the same days.
Okay.
And so one of the things I used to do, which I thought was pretty funny, is you can go to askmoses.com, and those are Talmud Jews. And so if you have two dates listed for like when a certain one arrives or when a certain one is, ask them which date to celebrate, and then go with the other one.
Oh, okay.
Because these guys are Talmudists. So whatever answer they give you is wrong.
Right. Makes sense.
Yeah, so then you know what the right answer is if you have two dates listed. Because it's hard to tell. I mean, these guys have some of these great messianic sites online, but then they're following the Talmud.
Right.
They'll follow the Talmud dates. And as far as I know, we always go by the lunar dates. The Lord did everything by the moon and doing this and then the lunar stuff. And, I don't get real technical into it. There's other people much more elegant than me. But yeah, I'll try to keep that site updated on the dates as they come. It's the same feast.
Closer, just keep an eye on that.
Yeah.
Okay. The other question I have for you, or just a comment really, I mean, I see here now in the United States, and actually my father made this statement the other day, and it really struck home, is that how do you feel about the government really trying to provoke a response out of the remnant, the true Christians out there, with all this with the getting Christ out of Christmas and just trying to take, all of it out of the public square,
Yeah, well, they've been trying to provoke responses out of everybody and everything for 2-3 years now.
Right. Well, they have that of the Islamists. I mean, they definitely have. I mean, the Islamists, not maybe here in America, but around the world, they sure have.
Well, they're trying to incite people to get into the streets and protest. They're trying to incite anger. I mean, it gets on TV and incites the heck out of the Chinese and the Russians and Iranians to bomb the U.S.
Right.
And then he'll get on and become bold and go against the Christians. But you know what? Take Christ out of Christmas. It's pagan. He doesn't need to be in it.
Exactly.
So many people that just can't give up the holiday itself because their kids love the presents and blah. At least take Christ out of it.
Right.
It's not his birthday. It's the birthday of Mithra, the sun god worship that they worship on Sundays. His birthday is December 25th.
Right. I'd never heard of that before, Mithraism, or I've studied a lot of this stuff that you talk about.
Yeah, I have an article on my website, SherryTalkRadio.com, where the churches went wrong, the deception of the ages.
Right.
And I talk a lot about this Mithra.
Okay.
And that's exactly what it is. December 25th is this Mithra's birthday.
And that's an ancient Babylonian religion?
It's a pagan deity. It's a pagan demon. It's it's this Mithra. The Roman government and Paul were Mithra initiates. You can look at Mithraism the same way we look at Freemasonry today, almost. They were all involved in this secret society worship. It was all men involved. It was this whole little boys club thing, worshiping a false god.
Okay.
Same thing as Masonry is today.
So they just kind of changed the name of it and gave it over to Masonry.
Yeah, we have nothing new. All we do over the centuries is change the names.
Exactly.
Same demonic Baal worship. They just changed the names of the deities.
Okay.
Yeah, and so Mithra is the same thing as this Sananda, this false Jesus worship. And his birthday is December 25th. And so for Christians out there, yes, we do want Christ out of Christmas.
Right.
This is pagan. And you will even feel 100 pounds of weight lift off of your shoulders. People think it's so pagan. How can you take Christ out of Christmas? Trust me, the weight of the error and deceptions coming off your shoulders when you do that is unbelievable.
Yeah.
You want to honor him? Take him out of the holiday. You're honoring him by doing that.
Exactly.
I mean, it's a man-made tradition. It's a man-made custom. He hates it to begin with. Jeremiah talks about the Babylonian holiday of decorating a tree. Whole passage in Jeremiah on it.
Where's that located?
I don't have the exact scripture in front of me.
Okay.
Reading it the other day on my list. I don't know if it's on my New Order list.
Okay.
but somebody had sent that out. But yeah, the whole holiday itself is pagan. It's a Babylonian holiday. And the Lord hates.
Tell people that, boy. I tell you, you're getting into rough territory. I mean,
and a lot of people went to celebrating Hanukkah to get around that, but Hanukkah's the same thing. It's a man-made Jewish holiday.
Right.
And nothing to do with the Lord either. And so, you know, for a lot of people, just get out of the whole celebrating December month as it is, period. Get out of it. You know, don't even do it. Don't even go, you know, because Hanukkah ain't better than Christmas. At least you're not worshiping a pagan deity, but it's still a man-made holiday.
Right.
And the Lord hates the man-made holidays when His people won't even keep His own. We have, 8 appointed feast times we're supposed to meet with Him a year? How many are keeping those appointed times and feasts?
Not very many. I mean,
they'll keep things.
Aren't teaching it.
They'll keep the turkeys and the trees and the bunnies.
Press, which is only on the internet, you know.
Yeah.
So, and I'll be honest with you, I didn't get into the internet until this last 6 months or so. You know, I was, you know, staying away from it because, you know, there's a lot of bad stuff on there, you know.
Yeah, there is. I mean,
So.
You just have to decide what you're going to use it for. I mean, a lot of evil and wickedness on it. I just don't even go there.
Right.
You know.
Stay away from that stuff, and you can actually learn truth on there.
Yeah.
That's what I'm finding out.
It's a good research tool.
Yeah, it's great.
If you really want to
it's like a hammer. You know, you can kill somebody with a hammer. You can build a house. You know, I mean, the computer's not evil. You know.
Yeah.
I learned that. You know.
It can be used for bad, or it can be used for good.
Exactly. So, well, it's been great talking. I don't want to take up too much of your time. I know you've got some other teaching you want to do, so keep it up. Keep hanging in there, Sherry. You know, I know you get a lot of people coming against you and stuff, and Satan especially, so, you know, people out there support you. We're praying for you, so hang in there.
All right, well, thanks a lot. I appreciate it.
Hey, take care.
Hey, you too. God bless. Bye-bye. Listener call-in line, folks, 260-356-2611. And you can go to my website at SherryShriner.com and read my article, Where the Churches Went Wrong, The Deception of the Ages. And I talk about this study, this worship of Mithra. Sherry, please talk about this. I am from a listener. Please talk about the evils of Catholicism and the teachings of worshiping Mary. Oh, yeah, you know, I don't think it gets much more plain. If you look at Revelation chapters 2 and 9, 3 and 9, where it talks about the Lord revealing where He knows where Satan's seat is on earth, as that being the Vatican, because the Vatican is Satan's seat on earth, the Pope being a pawn of his. If you look behind the Pope, there is a position called the Black Pope, and it is the Black Pope who is Satan's right-hand man on earth, and he is the one who really is the power behind all of the governments on this earth, all of the religions on earth. Catholicism is just an arm of Satan's, just like Mormonism is, just like Jehovah's Witnesses are, just like Christianity is, just like anything is. Islam, they created Islam. They created Mormonism directly. It was because of the feudings and the splits between the believers that the Catholics split away from the Protestants. The Protestants, from that point on, believing they were free from Catholic control, and that's like believing and then finding out that our Independence Day was a lie, that we've never been free and controlled from British rule here. You know, so you never break away from anything. You're never truly free from under being controlled by anything. And so it's your choice who's going to control you, indirectly or directly, or you're just going to serve the Lord. You know, when you serve the Lord, and you're part of His kingdom, and so it doesn't matter what kind of a kingdom on earth you're involved in, what government you're under. No church on earth has authority over you because you're a child of the Lord's. You belong to Him. You know, people waking up every day to all of the errors and deceptions that are around them. You know, some people will never believe that our Independence Day in July 4th, 1776 was a lie. Then why are all of our lawyers having to be licensed by the British Royal Court? The bar simply